Welcome back, folks, to Final Fantasy XI. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing good. All things considered. Got a lot more work on my shed done, which is proving to be quite advantageous. Also got a lot of things done. Goodness gracious, I must say, it is just getting exceptionally warm these last few days. In fact, this entire week has been pretty bad. And it's not looking like it's gonna get this a ton better. But here we are. Back in Treasures of Ottertgon. Where we left off, Naja, our wonderful, wonderful mistress of the Selim Sentinels, requested us to get a specific set of body armor. Well, not specific, but one of a bunch. And it is a bunch. Could be any one of them. One of a great number. I went and bought this Brigandine armor. It's on the list, which you could get for free, which I did not do. I paid for that with gil, far more gil than what it was worth. I can tell you that much. Far more than what it's worth. But in theory, it is one of them that she will go along with. It looks like you should be able to pull this off. All you gotta do is keep your trap shut until spoken to, and everything should be fine. I'll meet you by the Imperial White Gate. A girl needs some time to prepare. No. The palace officials are probably going to ask you about the events you witnessed on the boat. Just be careful to watch your tongue in there. Oh, and remember, weapons are forbidden within the palace grounds. Try to mimic the gentle way that I have. I'm sure you learned a thing or two. Aren't you glad you picked me to go with you? I wonder if the ammunition counts or not. Who knows? I do find it most interesting that because I'm wearing not even a reskin, a updated version of her armor that's not been added into the pool as acceptable, that we definitely we looked the part anyway. But it's not entirely surprising that they didn't update that. Oh, by the way, the Brigandine armor, because it doesn't look like it, it's Lovrence's armor. You want to know what's behind the gate? This gate leads to the Imperial Ward. You may only enter by the grace of her magnificence, the Empress, or if you have Alzabi citizenship. It's no place for a mercenary like you. Be on your way. Hold up there. Now, I know standing around all day can start to grate on your nerves. And you might be. Ah, a Selim Sentinel's employee. What's your business here? You have as little chance of passing through the Imperial White Gate. Have you come to deliver a message?
For the sake of something that insignificant, do you think that the president of Salahim Sentinels would come all the way to the Imperial White Gate? My employee Rachnios and I are here at the invitation of Grand Vizier Razfad. You're always saying that anyone with permission of the Empress has the right to pass through the gate. Am I right?
That is correct.
Then you shouldn't have a problem with anyone bearing the signed invitation of her highest official.
Yes, well, this seems to be in order. Not so fast. I have to check this with my superior. Greetings.
Sure. You scared the living daylights out of me.
My apologies, President Naja. Rachnios. I came soon as I learned of your destination from Akubua. I must humbly ask you a favor. The Empress wishes to hear the tale directly from one who has boarded the ghost ship. And you must bring one other acquaintance, correct? In a rare moment that one manages a glimpse of her magnificence in person. If I might be the one to accompany... What a terrible visage. Your invitation has been verified. You may pass through the Imperial White... Halt! Who are you supposed to be? I'm a colleague to these people. Halt, I say! You may not pass without permission! You do me an injustice! I'm an employee of Salahim Sentinels, and a mercenary in service to your empire. Being a mercenary has nothing to do with it.
Guess so. I hate to be the one to say it, but your fashion sense may be a little revealing. And you don't look like someone on the way to meet the Empress. Even if by some fluke of the imagination you were allowed to pass through the gate. Before you made it to the palace, I would grab you by the scruff of your neck and march you back to the office. I will not have the reputation of my company dragged through the mud.
How unreasonable.
You may look upon us. Be welcome, mercenary. Naja Salahim. For uncovering the truth behind the ghost ship in the name of our empire. We are truly grateful. Your magnificence. However... We are troubled. The Ashu Talif, a vessel of the Lost Kingdom Ephramad. I understand your trepidation, your majesty, magnificence. However, we should leave the ghosts of Ephramad in the past where they belong. In any case, with the most powerful army in Urgum under the command of your magnificence, there is nothing to fear.
Nothing to fear? According to the reports from the staging points, that ghost ship still sails the Cyan Deep.
If this vessel is truly the Black Coffin, the symbol of the Ephramad's resistance that supposedly sank 200 years ago, there's little chance of stopping the commotion amongst the Lost Kingdom's descendants once they finally learn the truth. And even without this added disturbance, the never-ending Beastmen attacks have the civilians in the Commoner's Ward at a boiling point. It's not just the appearance of the Black Coffin.
Oh god, I can't keep I don't actually know who's speaking.
It's not just the appearance of the Black Coffin. If Admiral Luzaf has risen from the grave,
this unrest will explode into violence. The capital city will degenerate from within.
Great Walhara.
We must speak with Captain Raban and reassign a number of the Immortals to investigate these spectral corsairs.
Yes,
there's no time to waste.
Immortals, lower your voices.
Silence.
Lachnios. Your efforts have served the Empire admirably. We have prepared a reward. Naming? Menjing?
That's it. Nenjing. Your reward. Ooh. Glory crown.
That glory crown is a symbol of our trust in you. We are the Empress. The Empress and Adartgan are as one. Our trust is the trust of the Empire. Our wishes are the wishes of the Empire. You know, the palace is terribly boring when it's quiet.
That mercenary, Rachnios.
Yes, it should be. I should like to pull that one's strings again. Things have certainly become lively. We have the Beastman, the Dark Rider, and now the Black Coffin and Prince Luzaf. I wonder how it will all turn out.
That is what the mercenary is for.
Yes. I wanted to speak more with Rachnios about the ghost ship. We had him come all the way to the palace. But he had so little chance to ask the details. Yes. It is our wish that Rachnios be presented before us once again.
That was terrible.
Did you say something?
Most certainly not.
Yow! Grand Vizier. Grand Vizier? How does the Eastern Front progress?
Your Magnificence, What have you been doing in my absence?
We do not.
What have you done? Is it true you signed my name to invite a mercenary into the palace? I have heard the rumors. Your games go too far. Listen to me. If you're to continue your role as Empress, you must learn some discretion. Perform the functions you are entrusted with, and to everything else, you must close your eyes and cover your ears. This is the only way to ensure your safety. Do you understand? I am concerned for your well-being. I do not wish Her Magnificence to soil her hands with the Empire's dark secrets. You must learn to be prudent, as I am.
Grand Vizier, there is such a thing as worrying too much. Yes, you worry far too much. Overprotective.
Silence.
I'm sorry.
Let me remind you. Your Magnificence can do nothing alone.
Right. Don't you have something to give me?
I suppose.
That's right, my boy. Nice to see you figured out the system. Don't look so glum. That kind of thing should be worn by someone who has nothing left to accomplish. But seeing as how you carried out your task, I'll give you this mithril piece instead. In the distant future, after you've worked for years, and years, and a few more years on top of that, when you've managed to become the best mercenary you can be, I'll be ready to hand over the glory crown to you. Of course, if you start slacking off, I might change my mind and just sell it at the auction house.
Yeah, one Imperial Mithril piece is not a lot, all things considered. I mean, it really isn't. I have lots of those. I think I have a lot of those. Let me check my items. Yeah, I already had 8 of those. Yeah, we definitely didn't. That's definitely a loss of reward there. Now, unfortunately, in order to complete the next one, we have to wait another in-game day. So, once again, we have like 12 in-game hours with which to
exactly 12 in-game hours with which to kick around and do nothing. I was gonna do something. Right, I was gonna store my seals, because what else are we gonna do? And that's in an original area. Port Juno. Fortunately, this is the first one until several missions later where we're going to have that problem. Yeah, mission 24, and then 25 has the same problem. But we do need to also pick up some new sneaking items. Not the Sylvan Stone. There they are. The crests. That should free up some item space. I have a lot of item space because I'm storing a lot of things like the threads, resins, and matters. Okay. Those have all been accomplished. What was I gonna do? I had something on the brain and I've already forgotten what it was. Alright, the items. That's another home point. Original area, Northern Sandoria. Not Northern, Port Sandoria. There we go. Been trying to do that for a while. We need, I believe it falls under medicine. Yes, there we are. 10 of you. Actually, it was the silent potions we did 12 of. And that should put us at... Well, we do need 2 deodorizers. Come on, Moogle. Out with it. Let's see, what else does he sell? He sells other things.
Okay, yep, the beast coins and other things. That's actually pretty that's actually extremely cheap for 2,000. I thought those might be significantly more expensive than that. And we still got like several in-game hours. Okay. Huh. I'm just looking at Void Watch right now, and I'm looking at, interesting. Well, what else can we do while we wait? That is the question. Standing in the light like that is a bit weird. I'm just looking at some artifact gear. And once again being disappointed that the +1 gear that I could theoretically have access to is garbage. Okay. Yeah, it is until +2 that it even gets to be close to the current equivalency. Which is kind of weird, to be honest. Definitely kind of weird. Oh, right, I still have these on here. Even though I'm pretty sure I can't even yet summon Trust Man, no. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to this month. It's not like I have been playing less, to be honest. Just too busy with other random things in the world. And, yeah, and IRL. So I've been playing 11 a lot less, so I'm not surprised I don't have that trust. Ran. Some of these could be interesting. could be interesting. Some spells I don't have. And those are all Dark Knight, not Dark Knight. I was gonna say Dark Mage, but it's Black Mage. So all Black Mage spells, so we might as well go pull out our Black Mage. What are our current points at? I've got 1 job point. 1 is not going to be enough to really cause anything, and not enough merit points even to consider dumping those into anything either. Come on, Moogle. There you are. Change our main job over to Black Mage. And everyone gets to see the terrible, well, it's not terrible styling for Black Mage. It's just a level 50 gear. Again, not that it really matters, because it really, really doesn't. Some AoE abilities for Black Mage, should I ever need them. Or Red Mage. And it's only like 5 p.m. Got another 7 hours. In-game. Change job back. I cannot wait. I can't wait to actually unlock those. That'll be quite nice. Because that's Wings of the Goddess. That's next. That's the next expansion. "48 missions." Looking at the epilogue. I'm just looking at the epilogue and planning it. It does look to be a little annoying. Possibly. Though it could grant me pacts with some summons, so that could be interesting. Interesting. I'm just looking at it and seeing that, interesting. Odin Prime. Odin Prime, you say? Interesting. Granted, I'm seeing that the pendant you get from some of these are pretty good. Once again, we get some decent gear from these. Although the Alexander ones are garbage in comparison, because all they do is physical damage taken 1% less, or some healing and enhancing magics. Or magic damage. It's not. These are not good. Not good rewards in the Alexander one. Well, that's disappointing. And now looking at Wings of the Goddess drops for their epilogue. Even worse. The belt is terrible. And the neck is even worse. Yay. Just look at that going like, these are terrible, terrible gears. I mean, granted, in 119, that's not surprising. I mean, it's not surprising when wearing 119 gear, most of the gear is better. Except for this earring. I don't know why this earring is so good. I do know why it's good, because the accuracy +3. I mean, Dex +2 helps too, but, you know. It was better than what I was wearing, which was this. Yeah. Now what do they have over here? Magic Seller. What do you have? Actually has some interesting spells. Holy. That looks like something I could learn. I mean, that is something I could learn. Silent, Blinding an enemy with flash. I'm surprised I don't have that. Honestly, that is surprising I don't have that. That could actually be useful. Oh, I do have it. Never mind. Never mind. I'm tempted actually to pick up Holy, but there really isn't that much of a reason to. Know what I'm saying? Remove disease. Yeah, none of those are particularly useful at the moment. Swordman. Swordman is literally just harvesting gear man. Armor man. Just clothing merchant. Tiny man. Oh, he can. Yo, this is the guy who carries the dice. For Corsair, these are amazing. Plus the throwing items. Oh, that's a good one. Spell interruption rate, not great. At least for how we're doing things. Not entirely sure that's actually useful. I think it is. Yeah, because enemy allies would probably benefit from that. Don't need dancer die. Enhanced attack and ranged attacks. That couldn't be bad. That could be good. Subtle blow. Is that fighters die, that warriors die, that's pretty good. Maybe the thief die? Oh, he actually had some pretty decent things on him, all things considered. I'm actually surprised. Surprised at how good that was. Ah. Goldsmithing man. Workshop anvil, what do you have? Nothing really of import. What of you? Try and teleport me, young one. Did it work? Or where did he send me? What have I stumbled upon? I mean, he kinda sent me in the right direction. I mean, he didn't send me in the entirely wrong direction. Oh, the shenanigans NPCs get up to. It's the little things like that that give it a little bit of a thought. A little bit of a thing. Gives the world a little bit of flavor. A little bit of a flavor. Well, it's almost time. Ancient beast coins up front. Do I have any of those? I don't think I do. Item search. Ancient beast coins. Make sure I spell it correctly. No, I don't have any. That's good to know. Okay, this person was holding all my Rem's tails. I had a few Rem's tails, but not that many. But I think we can finally, now that time has passed, we can finally get back to the main mission. To Ottertgon. Maybe one of these days, she will acknowledge us. She will never recognize. It's gonna take a long time before she recognizes us. If we can get through, up through mission 24, I think we'll be doing very good. Because that'll put us roughly halfway through Ottertgon. Although if we can get further than that, I think the next one with that kind of an interrupt is what, 34? 33. I am in the wrong area. Right, it's not quite this far over. It's one further this direction. It's over here. Use the mini-map. You have it. Don't... No, it's number 25. 24 and 25. So we're likely to encounter another in-game wait.
And who knows, we might end up having to call it there. That depends on how involved these next few missions are. Cutscened! We hath been cutscened! How dare they? Is she still getting ready? How could she still be getting ready? She must still be getting ready. I don't think the ambassador player punditary from Windhurst will have time to talk shop the moment she sets foot in Elzabi. Ah, Rachnios, excellent timing. You must help me convince President Naja to speed up her preparations. At this rate, we'll miss the ambassador's arrival. Abhuja? Abkuba? Yes, ma'am. How do I look from the back? Everything tucked in and tied up? Yes, ma'am. Just perfect. Okay, now we must get a move on. Okay, now we must get a move on. You in a hurry? Well, the ambassador, I thought we should at least be present when she arrives. To make a good impression. Well, well. Looks like some of my business sense has finally started rubbing off on you. Were you thinking I just wanted to get a glimpse of those cardigans Ippawam's been writing to us about from Windhurst? No, ma'am. It would be like comparing Kapalubaga to dragons. Those inferior contraptions couldn't hold a candle to the automatons of Oddard Gone, especially after masterpieces like Nyengjing. Nyengjing? Ah, the partner to that puffed-up puppet Ovjang. You've got to wonder how the palace picks its puppeteers. President Naja, you might have be overheard by the immortals. Those automatons belonged to the previous emperor and empress. And the royal puppeteer is... Wait, don't live without me! Not long now. The Chatter Fairy should be here soon. So which did I say better? I was specifically forbidden to return to Windhurst until I had the answer to that question. Oh no. If she's grown impatient enough to come and see for herself, then what might she do to me? Welcome. I don't trust you had a pleasant journey. I breathlessly awaited your arrival. Your greeting is appreciated, Rondin. Calmed in. My pleasure, King of Hearts. However, overlong greetings are a waste of time. And remember, this is an enemy territory. Oh, that will do, King of Hearts. Rumden Cumden has been long in these parts. Lady Karambara. I hate to admit it when things are my fault. How silly of me to employ such a dolt. The representatives of the city have come to greet you. So many important people with so little to do. Oh well, I have come an ambassador of an entire nation. My very presence should be cause for pomp and celebration. Lady Kanabata. The adventure in question just over. Are you hard of hearing? This is enemy territory. Mind your tongue. This is a battle for information, and we stand in the center of our rival nation. Yes, ma'am. Welcome to the Empire of Uttertgan. The Empress awaits you in the palace, Lady Karambara. Baba. This way, if you please. Your security is quite tight. We apologize for any inconvenience. And this is to protect me, am I right? Or could it be this nation stands in fear of me? We would never. Pay your obeisance. Hello? Did this puppet find a voice? Although I don't think its first utterance was a wise choice. Perhaps it is malfunctioning. We asked you to pay your obeisance. Hehehehe. Most definitely malfunctioning. A soulless puppet should never have been compared to the cardigans. There. Why don't you try your greeting again? I do not wish to repeat myself. Our nation has its own laws. Foreign visitors would do well to mind their tongues. It appears to be true when they say that the further west you travel in Ergon, the less civilized people become. Hehehehe. Do you consider yourself royalty now? This one may require a complete refitting. I am a king among the cardigans. You will tell me your rank. What did you say? Are you A2? A3? Perhaps even a jack? Ha 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 ha. You? How dare you speak to us in that... Oh? I think I broke it. Speak to us? I'm such a fool. The Grand Vizier will be furious with me. What is the matter? Like I always say, crying won't solve anything. I know. There must be something I can do. Yes, Mingjing was merely mimicking the Empress. Ovjing, would you please wake Mingjing up again? If I must. What a fascinating contrivance, I must say. Do your automatons often break down in this way? No, Lady Karababa. This rarely... The wonderful cardigans of my homeland, you see, are notoriously well made and quite problem-free. Eh. You must stop, Lady Karababa. It is obvious we cannot be compared to junk like this. Impudence. Eh? Such sudden swings in performance. Such unreliable technology. Enough. Away with you. And where do you suggest I go? That is nothing but ocean behind me. Infuriating. But I seem to have redirected their attention. That cardigan really makes my oil boil. We cannot forgive this insolence, Afmau. Suppose. But they are honored guests of the Grand Vizier. Humph. How can you let them insult you so? It does not bother me. Nemjing must be upset to the point of tears. That King Huffiness needs to be taught a lesson. There must be something. Aha! I have an idea. An idea? Listen, Afmau. We seem to have lost the puppet again. Is this the kind of welcome you provide for visitors to Urt-Urt-Gan? My apologies. This Lady Karababa. Hello? And I thought we were through. It appears my welcome is still to continue. Hey? Oh ho ho. You resort to fists when words cannot win for you. Lady Karababa, this is clearly a case of self-defense. Permission to utilize physical force. Why, this is just part of the fun. I wouldn't dream of asking you to turn tail and run. Some endurance, but completely lacking in combat skill. And now my welcome has come to an end. A rather sad showing for an international friend. I expected tigers and merids and wildlife galore. Not one giant puppet. This was certainly quite a bore. Once again, I apologize. Now, if you would just follow me to the palace, the Empress awaits. You know what? I don't think I will. I feel the need to spend some of my gil. What? Rudum Cudum? Yes, Lady Karababa. I wish to partake in some exotic sweets. Would you know where I can find some delectable treats? Of course. There's this wonderful little place down the way. The clientele's a little varied. However, the stranger the better. as I always say. Come, King of Hearts, let us be on our way. But the Empress, an ambassador to your nation, has been assaulted by your automated vandal. This could lead to an international scandal. I require sweets to soothe my anger and forget this affront. You have no say in the matter, to be quite blunt. Sweets are the best for the weary soul. Understood. During the voyage, the ocean sprayed damp into the cardigan's power. And still your vaunted automaton simply wilted like a flower.
Oh, Shantoto was amazing.
Wolfjang, are you awake? Why, F-Mao. Why couldn't Mengjing say anything? I'm sorry. But look, Wolfjang. Come on, look. I've changed my clothes. Change your clothes? Oh, you're wearing the red outfit. If I wear this, no one will realize it's us. Does this mean you're finally decided to carry out our plan? Yes, and this time I mean it. You know you're the only one I could never lie to. That is true. And we have to keep this completely secret from the Grand Vizier. Okay. Wonderful. And so, where are we going first? The Shahara. I'm feeling terribly sleepy all of a sudden. I think I shall retire to my bed chamber. Now things are getting interesting. Well, that was a little more interesting than I expected. It's not every day you could see an international showdown. Now the only problem is, how do I convince that ambassador that my mercenaries are superior to her pet puppet? When you get right down to it, my employees are a bunch of useless, no good... Well, if it ain't second-class private Rachnios. What did you think of the puppet tussle? Did you find it amusing?
Most certainly.
Really? I don't have time for layabout good-for-nothing louts just looking to entertain themselves. It's Stop fooling around and get back to work.
Where is the tea house? I always forget. And there's the pit. There's the tea house. Let's see if I can remember how to get to the tea house. Oh, that's quite funny. The showdown of the automated robots. Ah, funny, funny. The ambassador plenipotentiary has arrived from Windhurst. Are you sure it was the Windhurstian ambassador? Yes, I saw her with my own eyes. The letter I received from Sir Rallyfall mentioned no current tension in the Middlelands. Do you think it's possible that Windhurst seeks to form a separate alliance with Auditgon? I would not be so concerned, Gisho. While the nations of Altana are not on the friendliest of terms, the bonds forged during the Crystal War are not so easily broken. Do not underestimate the fickle hearts of mortals, especially those who are your economic rivals. 20 years is a long time. This is merely a personal analysis. Despite being separated by an ocean, Windhurst is the closest nation to the Empire of Auditgon. It is a nation most concerned with the intentions of her Near Eastern neighbors. I believe the decision to allow the passage of mercenary ferries was to have trusted adventurers shed some light on many mysteries in this foreign land. My theory was correct. We can assume that the ambassador was also here to test the waters, so to speak. Your explanation holds merit. Not that I would have expected less from the right hand of the Golden Knight. Gisho, please. My apologies. I accept your interpretation of the situation. In any case, you may expect another communication from Sir Rallyfall on the matter very soon. I'm glad to hear it. I eagerly await word from our mutual friend. My lord is of the same mind. In an effort to emulate your elegant Eastern customs, Sir Rallyfall has begun penning his correspondence in a unique style. I am most flattered. Unfortunately, the Monolaris is having a harder time than usual when deciphering official documents. I do admire Sir Rallyfall. He truly is an outstanding soldier among a nation famed for its military might. If you would deceive your enemies, you must begin with your allies, yes? By creating this code-like style of writing, he has constructed a perfect foil to potential conspiracies. I do not think that is the reason. Greetings, Rachnios. You've chosen a fine moment to arrive. Sir Travelos and I were discussing the shifting winds of world politics over a pleasant cup of tea. Wouldn't you join us? Won't you join us? How does your work progress? Another matter has occupied me so fully that I have not set foot in Salahim Sentinels for quite some time. You must relate to me all of the recent happenings. How does our president fare? I have no words to express my feelings. I myself had recently had insurance fees deducted from my pay. I secretly wondered if these funds did not go towards our president's personal expenditures. I'm ashamed of my own lack of certainty. However, she does know how to multiply her profits. Should we merely accept these deductions as part of a mercenary company concerned with providing a secure future for aging employees? Oh, what a piteous tale. It said that a great pile of gold pieces overflowing from the company coffers was exchanged for 100 chunks of platinum. And this pile of gold pieces was your confiscated reward? I must admit, when I first heard the tale, I thought that perhaps the president was preparing to hand out our bonuses. This is an outrage. The sample contract President Naja presented me with, that was not your true signature? I'm afraid to say I was as duped as you were. How can I face Sir Rolifal after he warned me against Salahim Sentinels? Lift your head, Gesso. My lord was also tricked into signing a contract. We were both deceived by some cunning operator. That is true. So Rachnios, we all share the same fate as our colleagues. We must support each other through the times ahead. Of course. Enough. I can't hear any more of these frightful tales. The hardships I've endured cannot compare to the trials you have faced at the hands of that Mithra. You are the very soul of patience and perseverance. I too am inspired by your stoicism. I must not lament the hand I've been dealt, but stand up and carry out my duty. And so, I beg your leave. So, Travelers, may we meet again. Now, I have some tales for your ears alone. These past days I have wandered far from the city into Beastman territory. I undertook no mission, but merely wished to see the lay of the land. I trust you to keep this indiscretion secret from President Naja. Now, which Beastman territory would you like to hear about? Tell me about, the reef. I've been to that place once since we boarded the ghost ship. More than the vessel herself, I'm interested in the captain, Luzaf. However, I was unable to investigate either at this time. So, Rachnios, those sailors have in fact returned from the grave after several 100 years. Then might there not be some terrible will at work here? Even with those undead corsairs and armies of shambling corpses. Even without the constant bloodshed on the Eastern Front. The borders of the nation are forever drenched in the stench of death. I wished only to learn the truth. That is the only reason. Now, tell me about Havyong, Unfortunately, I've yet to visit the city of the trolls. This is most certainly on the list of places I would like to explore in the very near future. Do you know the reason why? It may surprise you. The ghost ship, be her name the Ashu Talif or the Black Coffin, has been seen frequenting the port of Halvung. What could possibly connect the ghost ship with the trolls? I will seek my answers at the source. Why am I so concerned with the position of the beastmen? This information greatly affects us as mercenaries of the Empire. Should a dawn come when the spirits of the ghost ship and the mighty trolls join forces and assault Al-Zabi from both land and sea simultaneously, no matter how valiantly they fight, the Serpent generals and mercenary forces would be hard-pressed to hold the city. Tell me about Mamuk. It was some days past. I was hiking through the Wajum woodlands when I had the misfortune to be captured by a scouting party and dragged off to Mamuk. The city is built deep within a lush forest, which reminded me of the red-leafed foliage of my homeland. Believing that my life would be forfeit when they last found the mercenary badge upon my person, I began composing my final words. A trial was held, but when Sage Lord Mulalja inspected my hands and feet, he granted me my freedom, seeing the scales on my limbs made us beastmen kin. He went so far as to invite me into his home. Then we began to speak more freely, and I realized the Sage Lord was concerned for the fate of his homeland, as I was as concerned for the fate of his homeland as I am for mine. Night faded into morning as we discussed a great many subjects. One of the more interesting topics concerned the astral candescence. Sage Lord Malalja believed that the Empire's purported reasons for holding the candescence to be false, and Adargan sought to use the treasure for military purposes. And when the Empire had mastered its use, he was convinced that nothing but a catastrophe awaited the city of Mamuk. In other words, the Mamulja seek to claim the candescence more to prevent the Empire from achieving its goals than to gain the blessings of power that the treasure provides. He was careful not to reveal the source of his information, but I felt the plight of his people most keenly. How very unusual. What could be the truth behind the nature of the astral candescence and the Empire's designs? I wonder if remaining agents of the Empire's truly in our best interests. It's hard to say. Well, I've exhausted my stock of tales for the moment. On my next journey, an attack! I could have sworn I saw Yagudo here sipping tea without a care. A pity. I was hoping for the chance to cast Flare. Oh?
I seem to have found an adventurer. Shall I report to Lady Karababa? King of Hearts, you've no time to play. Yeah. Hurry up now and do as I say. I had completely forgotten my mission. We shall be back momentarily. Sweets, sweets, sweets for the weary. Oh, dearie me. That one will need an overhaul when we return to the monastery. Oh? Oh, who have we here? Ah, my mistake. Although the resemblance is near, an ambassador from our magical nation would not know a soul among the Ottercon mercenary population. But this is just the thing. My local guide has a habit of disappearing. It is quite tragic to be dependent on such a fool. But perhaps you might be a more reliable tool? If I have to. You'll do fine, I'm sure. No time for slacking. Let us begin the tour. You're familiar with the lay of the land, I presume? I wish to see the ruins known by the name of Olddoom. Olddoom. There are few in Windhurst who would recognize the name. It's the philosopher Ramu, who has stolen all the fame. His legendary staff bears the Oliker Olddoom, you see. Ramu used it to manipulate lightning and electricity. Legend has it that he created tools and carts that moved on this power alone. Though I wonder how many of these tales were set in stone. There's some truth to the stories, I feel, and I mean to get to the bottom of this deal. There are rumors of such tools being dug up in the Idiwa subterrane. Could this technology used to drive a cardigan's brain? Do you have to rhyme all the time, Shantoto, please? Afmao. Is this the Shaharat tea house? Oh, King. Don't you remember coming here with the Grand Vizier? I did. What is this wonderful aroma? He wouldn't let me try any of the food for fear of upsetting my delicate stomach. And then you got in trouble for stuffing an entire halvasi into your mouth. Was that? It couldn't be. Such a rich scent. I think my weariness finally got up and went. I had them grind the highest quality beans for you, Lady Karababa. As well you should. The succulent pudding was quite good. So sweet, soft and sweet, just like if when I was young. This wonderful dessert just melts on the tongue. Oh, I could never mistake that laugh. Seeing on the flesh brings my oil back to a boil. And to have her enjoying these wonderful sweets before my eyes. And to taste the things that I was never allowed to. And That's it. She's going on my enemy for life list. You'll get no disagreement from me. Isn't that... F-Mao, look over there. Huh? The Salahim Sentinel's mercenary? What was his name? Rachnios? Yes, I remember him well. A Winterstian ambassador and a mercenary. What could it mean? What could he possibly have to say to a mercenary? I can't hear a thing from here. I'm glad we were able to see him again. Listen to me, Wolfgang. I'm gonna try and move a little closer. Are you sure you can do it without being noticed? Why do you think we stopped by the Immortal Supply Room? Don't worry. I know exactly what I'm doing. Oh-ho! Very clever. Let's go. Roger. So you see, by my calculations, a weak current passed through the central nervous system should improve a cardigan's reflex speed. By up to 3 times, or maybe more, should we have the need. That's why I need to analyze the insulation used in Olddoom artifacts. I do hate to work with nothing but abstracts. So she's interested in the Olddoom civilization. The reason these puppets are so easy to maintain has much to do with these ruins and secrets they contain. Oh, whoa! F-Mao! What is it? I can't hold on for much longer. It's okay. We can leave soon. We can go. What did you find out? It looks like the ambassador and Rachnios are going to travel to the ruins. I wonder which part. I'm going to... Do you understand my explanation? Because now Adiwa Subterrane is our next destination. Of course, there's no such option as no. Gather your things and be ready to go. Maybe I'll follow them to the ruins. It should be a short trip. But until I find a best example of Olddoom civilization insulation, you'll get no tip. So that's what she's looking for. That treasure-hunting beastmen lurking inside. So do your best to protect this fragile diplomat with your tough mercenary hide. How dare she bully Rachnios around like that? Unacceptable. Rachnios is my mercenary. I'm the only one allowed to bully him. Aphmau, I can't hold on much longer. What infinity hell was that noise? It sounds like someone just lost her poise. My sensors do not detect any threat. It may have been a mouse or one of those Kikorn. Those Kikorn. Oh,
Water! You have my thanks. I am embarrassed that you witnessed such a spectacle. Of all the people, it had to be you, Rachnios. In ordinary times, I tended to enjoy some lovely Yaguro cherries at a fine establishment. But lately I've been working tirelessly, with no increase in pay, and my meager wages going to endless expenses. I've laid hands on only a week-old fried fish in an attempt to save coin, but I eventually succumbed to the worst horror of all. Apple vinegar. It sliced a hole through my throat, and I was sure I would never see the sun rise again. If she saw how I was writhing about, she would certainly cut my recompense to worse than it is even now. I bid you, please keep this incident between us.
Of course.
Your word is as good as your deed. Permit me to share something with you. Several moons ago, I had occasion to visit this land for reasons I prefer to keep to myself. I traveled to a place known as Juno, where an institute of learning unveiled this new type of magic called trust. I was in attendance, and it struck me that it was awfully similar to the Utsumsemi techniques in the East. I had to learn more, so I hurried to volunteer. What did I have to lose? Despite my Yaguro heritage, they agreed to let me take part in their grand experiment. It did my heart good to know that egalitarian organizations existed in such a strange land. I've learned that you too are a participant in this initiative of theirs. Would you do me the great honor of engaging with this ritual with me? Engage away. The ephemeral links that bind us will not lead us astray. Rachnios, you and I are but two foot soldiers fighting in a war for a greater cause. Or put another way, we have feasted on rice cooked in the same pot, sharing our lives as well as our meals. Is that not so? Our bonds are strong indeed. Come, the time is now. I am confident that my alter ego's combat prowess will not disappoint you. And what my alter ego does in my stead will only strengthen Salahim's sentinels. Perhaps it is time to ask her for one of those bonuses I keep hearing about. And now we have a thematically appropriate for the area trust. Let's see, and if we go now to Sandoria, we can Unity Warp almost directly to the location of the next cutscene. Wanted encounter area 135. Oh, the 135 in Wajam's Woodlands. Dig, dig, dig. Dig, dig, dig. Go, go. Dig, dig, dig. Dig, 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 dig. Go, Overgang. Dig, 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 dig. You're amazing. Go, go. Dig, 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 dig. Dig, 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 dig.
Aphmau, I found something.
Oh, let me see.
Is this snail-like thing an Olddoom treasure? Baroon. Baroon, baroon, roon, roon. Ha! So lucky, lucky! Baroon. Baroon Network. Baroon Network. Member 9, Vavaroon. Anything to be reporting? Over. Baroon Network. Member 24, Vavaroon. Secret treasure located. Over. Baroon Network, Member 7, Gogoroon. Tell us more about secret treasure. Over. Okay. Girl in red clothes. Puppet in red clothes. They dig up swirly treasure. Over. I've seen this pattern somewhere before. It does look familiar. Now where? The Hall of Binding? But Aphmau, the shape is quite different from the astral candescence. That's true. Although, that would make sense, Ovjang. A candescence would never be kept down here. That's probably simply a poor copy of the real thing. Really? This one seems much older, though. It makes no difference. I'm just glad it isn't a real candescence. Oh? I mean, I have no interest. no interest at all. Huh? A quick burn. Of the unfriendly variety. Oh, Jing, quick! F-Mao, they're still after us. Oh, pretty puppet. Beautiful girl. You listen to Wawaroo, or you be unlucky. You listen, maybe you lucky. Don't come any closer. Stay back. Keep your paws off. Girl or puppet? Which be holding the swirly? You answer, Wawaroon. Good girl, okay? Swirly. Aha! You no fool, Wawaroon. Wawaroon saw you. So you find Swirly in ruins. You were spying on us. Insolence. You're worse than rats. Aha! Wawaroon is not rat. We have nothing to give to the likes of you. Oh ho ho. This one carries something in her pocket. Wawaroon. You leave everything with Swirly here. You make Go-Go-Roon very happy, yes? Swirly? What are you even talking about? I don't understand. Beautiful girl acts stupid. Lying is rude, yes? I think the game is over, F-Mao. Now what do you do? You'll get nothing from me. And unfortunately, now we have to basically track her down. Find a room with 2 exits in E9/F9. We should be able to sneak by everything. Assuming nothing has true sight, at least. Puck traps. Tree ant saplings. Ugh, living slime molds. At least now we know where some of these tree ants come from in Ottergon. All the way out in here. Oh, good lord. Head west down a ramp. That is a steep ramp, but yeah, that seems to be correct. Oh, such splendid ruins within these caves. According to that Ergon researchers, the site was far more ancient than any structure in Mindaratia. They failed to compare to the beauty of Horutoro, and its wonder that washes over you in waves. Yes, Horutoto is beautiful. Horutoto is wondrous. Older is better. I disagree. These stones look as if they will crumble at any moment. Danger! Oh, what befalls in the distance? Back! Shoo! You ready for the dicing and the slicing? F-Mao, we really are in trouble this time. Maybe we should call for help? Yes. Help. Louder. Help. Louder. Arachnios, help me. Was that a piteous call for help from our puppet master whelp? She called this one's name. Will you not go to their aid? Halt! Stop, I say! There's a much easier way. I'll show you how to stop a fight. This is how you do it right. Flee! Roon! Gogoroon hates this big kaboom! Oh, it seems my little incantation was a wee bit too much stimulation. Aha. The swirly treasure belongs to Wawaroon. We now forget this. What was that? Lady Kada Baba, come closer if you will. Hmm? These people are hiding something. That's none of your business. That's right. Finders keepers. That is no attitude to take with Lady Kadababa. You invite only trouble. King of Hearts, that's quite enough. There's no reason to be so rough. Now, was this our very first greeting? Or would this be our second meeting? We've never met. I'm Kadababa from the nation of Windhurst, an ambassador first, foremost, and first. Have I done something to cause you grief? Was my introduction overly brief? You have. You've done something unforgivable! My precious Nimjing. Nimjing? Who is that? A friend. Don't tell me you've forgotten what you did to him. The junk puppet? Ah, now I remember. There are many malfunctioning puppets in this nation. You've no right to speak to us in such a manner. Such insolence! This puppet has no desire to converse. Stubbornness is such a curse. I haven't forgotten you either. I see we have no other course. King, do your worst without remorse. This puppet shows some skill with magic, though the lack of control is rather tragic. Lady Kadababa, I am not concerned. I have recently learned some magic of my own.
Did you need to cast Flare? Did you really need to cast Flare?
My careless king, you have a habit of overdoing everything. My apologies. It seems I need to learn some control as well. It is not here. Was it nap time for these new friends we've made? Nowhere to be found. Even my new guide wasn't spared, I'm afraid. Lady Kadababa, I have found it. Quickly, hand it over. Does it have the insulation cover? I think it's time to say farewell, while these others recover from your spell. No one minds if I take this treasure. We must be off. It's been a pleasure. Lady Kadababa, no one seems to object. So little time, so much to do. We really should now just say adieu. This should be shown to the alchemists of the Empire. Those scant remains may be all they require. You have some clues as to the nature of this object. It will be a test for Rodin Comedian, though he's sure to make a fuss. Our next stop will be a certain mercenary company. We have business to discuss. Oh, business at last! We gotta hurry, boss. There's lots of people headed this way. Yes, noticed we have. They're here. They're here.
Grand Vizier. She's safe.
My brother?
Of all the irresponsible. Back to the palace with her.
A moment, sir.
Grand Vizier, this mercenary. His name?
Ractio, sir.
Listen well, Arachnios. Speak not a word of this to anyone. If you defy me, your life is forfeit. However, your assistance here today will not be forgotten. I'm not so sure on that. Well, back we go. Yeah, I think we're gonna probably stop for the day based on the number of cutscenes we've been getting. And probably after mission 24, we have to wait another in-game day. Because 24 and 25 both require in-game days to pass. With any luck, we won't have to wait a lot of time at 24. But there's never any guarantee of that, is there? Sadly, no. Oh, thank you, good sir. We've both been cutscene grabbed. No!
What?
Will the office never get a moment of peace?
And that is to say, one of my mercenaries acted without my knowledge and offered his services as a local guide? And do I understand you correctly?
I'm not trained for this kind of thing.
My apologies. That that mercenary has smeared mud on the good name of Salihim's sentinels.
Oh dear, oh dear. I think this is the first time I've heard President Naja apologize.
It's unforgivable that one of my mercenaries was bested by a bunch of kickburn, and then proceeded to take a nap, abandoning a valued client in the depths of the Adewa subterrane.
Ouch. I wouldn't want to be in Rachnios' shoes. Oh! Hello, Rachnios. You always have the worst timing showing up for work. Yours is always a bad time. The Windhurstian ambassador is here at the moment, talking business with President Naja. Did you hear anything? The president is in a terribly bad mood. I think it would be wise for you to lay low for a few... Abquaba! Yes, ma'am.
Is someone there with you?
No, I mean, yes. I'm sorry. I can't lie. President Naja will hear a quick-run sneeze from 100 moms away.
Well then, you need to look at the crystal compass. The ambassador would like to leave as soon as needs a reliable mercenary.
Yes, ma'am.
Just one thing.
Yes, ma'am?
Take Rachnios off the list of candidates. He's ruined his chance of showing our mercenary mettle to our foreign guest.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, such an aggressive, no-nonsense style. I haven't met with your swords in quite a while. You flatter me, you Lady Ambassador. Speed in resolving matters is part of our motto here. Lady Kadababa is the ambassador plenipotentiary of Windhurst. Great service should be a given. However... Is there a mercenary in this company capable of protecting Lady Kadababa? You can put your trust in Salahim Sentinels? There's some variation in ability, but all of our employees excel in the mercenary field. That good-for-nothing mudsucker you had the misfortune of meeting is the one bad apple in the barrel. Naturally, we shall provide you with the most talented mercenary in our employment. Most talented. As talented as the King of Hearts. Not a... There could be no comparison. I guarantee the quality of my employees. However, none could hope to match your strength, Your Majesty. Very unlikely, I agree. Oh, enough of that, King. Your pride is embarrassing. But Lady Kadababa, we are making an official request. I'm sure we do not need to worry about being lumped in with someone like that former pest. Exactly. Only our best for our most valued clients. We should be able to view a list very soon. What could be keeping him? All of our employees are so exemplary, sometimes it's hard to make a decision, you see.
Abquaba! Yes, ma'am.
The ambassador is waiting.
My apologies.
Here we go. So, sorry for the delay. Now, which of these magnificent myrmidons do you have for us?
I'm terribly sorry, President Naja.
Now what?
I see.
He is a hard worker, I guess.
And I'm sure he wouldn't want to let you down, President Naja.
Well, he's managed to get this far in gumption alone. You gotta give him that much. Lady Ambassador, we finally bring you
Da-da-da-dum,
an outstanding warrior from the ranks of the Sentinels,
da-dum.
Falzoom the Fearless.
Hello? I'm Val.
He looks a little stringy, but let me tell you, he's a raging tiger on the battlefield. Why, in the most recent attack in the city, he was beating down Mamulja on the right and cleaving through trolls on the left. Very well. I realize it's hard to believe, but once he gets going... Huh? Very well. He seems sturdy enough as far as I can tell. He needs only have no fear for his life. You have nothing to worry. I require a guide to the Navkovo execution chamber. There's no time for splitting hairs with a knife.
Execution chamber? Ovlang. Ovlang.
Wolfgang. She's not here. Where? Where could she have gone? I can't find her anywhere. Grand Vizier, where's my Wolfgang?
It was merely one puppet among many. Do you need to make such a fuss?
But
You are almost 16. Isn't it about time you stopped playing with dolls?
what have you done with Wolfgang?
I've done nothing. Your toy was not in that place. You still have Nengjing here, don't you? And that other puppet. But no, it is not the time. Grand Vizier of Rosford, I have an urgent report. Speak. There's news on the investigation. Very well. Afmao, you may leave.
Grand Vizier, I'm not done speaking with you.
I don't have time for your childish antics right now.
Childish? Me?
Enough. Do as you are told.
I despise you. You've let us down.
Is everything alright, sir? She's much like a mother in her stubbornness. A firm hand will do her good. As you say, sir. The Immortals will keep a closer eye on her should she don these clothes again. See that you do. Sir. My report concerning the investigation conducted after the mercenaries' audience with the Empress. There's rumors circulating that Nashmao mentioned the Ashutalif and the pirate Luzaf. Rumors? Started by the Kikern? Yes, sir. There's a degree of unreliability. It said that the ghost ship had been seen docking in the troll city of Halvung. What? What can that mean? What connection could the trolls have with the wandering spirits of corsairs? I regret to inform you that I have no concrete evidence of this as of this time. However, there's one more thing. Enough.
Sir, I bring news from the staging point in Halvung. Warudin, the immortal on duty, has made a report. There's been sighting of a Cerberus in Halvung.
Cerberus? The three-headed hound that guards the gates of the underworld? That Cerberus?
Yes, Grand Vizier. He's also known to have the role of hunter. To chase down souls that flee from the realm of the dead, rend them in his terrible jaws, and return them to the underworld.
There is an endless stream of accounts from mercenaries dispatched to the area. At the very least, we can confirm that some creature resembling the legendary Cerberus is indeed in the vicinity. The god dog of Hades, ghost ships, the Dark Rider. I almost wish to raise a toast in celebration. The cursed dead are gathering to hinder our grand plan. It only proves our cause to be just. Would you not agree? Wholeheartedly, sir. Do not relax your surveillance. Remember your assignments. The Halvung Moblins, Luzaf and his decrepit warship, that pseudo-ambassador from Windhurst, our favorite mercenary, and most of all, the Empress. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't. It's just beyond the mace of the Helvung troll mercenaries. But past the crevices boiling with magma, where the Hell-Dog Cerberus is said to stalk the tunnels. And just so, from the Kakaru to the rumor monger, even if I had 100 lives, I could never make it to that awful place.
Enough of your yammering. Do you mean to sling mud on our good name as well?
I don't want to do anything to do with mud or magma.
What are you blabbering about? If you want to see volcanic eruptions, you just keep trying my patience.
Please, don't make me go.
Unbelievable. I'm giving you this huge chance to prove yourself. And all you keep doing is causing me headaches. What a pitiful sight. Yes, it's pitiful indeed. Perhaps I should try another company, now that this has come to light. Wait, please. A moment of more of your time. Okay, let me go down for a second. Aquaba!
Yes, ma'am.
Bring me another mercenary right away. I don't care who it is.
Right now?
Are you trying to make me repeat myself?
No, ma'am. Would you go in his place? We have Rachnios here.
Oh, you again? I share your distaste, Lady Kadababa. Making these decisions is such a pain. I could never make such a choice. Rachnios, you've got some nerve showing your... I've decided to change my stance. I'll give this mercenary one more chance. Are you certain of this, Lady Kadababa? He'll serve as my shield should things go wrong. If you can make it through to the destination, quick burns seem hardly strong. I will settle for so-so.
Thank you, Walara.
Navanko Execution Chamber, do not disappoint us. If the client doesn't mind, who am I to gripe? Don't be telling me too afraid to go as well. Get your gear together, Rachnios, and present yourself to the Navico Execution Chamber. Ah, Shantodo.
Making our lives miserable, one tale at a time. I see. Although they have proven correct in that the cardigans seem to be the superior form of, well, everything. Fortunately, if you've been leveling appropriately, this wonderful beach here is a decent place to get levels for a bit with the sheer numbers of crab you can pull. It's not the best. The XP drops off very quickly. But it is a recommended place. Well, this is the execution chamber.
Well, paint me surprised. Who would have thought that someone tough enough to make that hellhound fetch and roll over? Right, boss?
You have my thanks. My crew can now rest easy for a time.
No problem for Griffler.
No problem for Gerfler.
He says, think nothing of it.
My soldiers will never know defeat.
He says, my forces are always at your disposal. That's good to know.
That mad puppy chased them down even after they broke him free from the dead realm and disguised themselves as pirates.
Helps to have some bruisers like you on our side.
Silence, Flit. You know nothing of our troubles.
Oh, right. I'll shut up, boss.
Do not fear. We have the same enemy. Break Empire. Steal back what they stole from us.
He says, if you swear to forfeit claim to the Candescents on the eve of the Empire's destruction, we will hold our pact. And the treasure of the Empire, right?
You will have both the Condescents and the treasure. We have no need for either.
I sure, boss. The Candescents.
Flit, what have I told you about the code of the Corsair?
Oh, right. Shutting up again.
Listen well. The Empire of Ardartagon. They will unflinchingly sacrifice their own people for the sake of the Empress. Eradicate any rebellion with ruthless force. It has always been this way. Then and now. Our reward shall be the head of the Empress. That is all we require for our vengeance.
Is that all? Give me ship. I destroy Empire. Take head of Empress.
He says, it's a deal. I bestow upon you this special weapon to mark the occasion. Well, perhaps Griffler does not say that, but I offer you this. Take it. Or should I say, take it with you?
I have no need of weapons from you.
You do not understand. This is superior to anything you possess. What are you trying to pull? I offer you Maria 13.
Maria.
What is a Maria? You've never heard of a Maria? There's a place. A secret facility known as Hashelm Testing Grounds. In that secret place, forbidden alchemy was used to fuse different species of creatures together into entirely new monstrosities. These artificial creations are known as Chimera. The creature offshoots of the original Chimaria type. Lamia, Poke, Mero, Hydra, Madrigora, and many others beyond counting were given life there.
Oh. So Lamia, Mero, Madrigoras are artificial beings.
It was a grand sanctuary of learning that attempted to approach the greatness of the gods themselves. Isn't that a great story? If you say they mashed two monsters into one? How come you know so much about it, Mr. Moblin? Why, because I've been there. Steal an egg. Right. An egg. It may be more accurate to call it a seed of life. seed of life? I'm no stranger to advanced alchemy. I wanted to make my own. My own chimera. And start business dealing with inorganic weapons. Isn't it magnificent? The boss already left. He said he doesn't do business with creeps who mess with creation. Or something like that. What? How could you turn down such an impressive specimen?
Intruders.
There it is. The decorative bronze gate.
What do you want? That's no way to greet your guests. We didn't come all this way down here to be treated like pests.
Gurfler kill these?
No. These people are my guests. I remember now. You're a scholar from the Middlelands who's interested in the egg. Middlelands? Lady Kadababa is a doctor known all over Vanadiel. What have we here? Some form of arcana? You're no alchemist. What did you want with the egg? You need the details for a black market trade. The deal is done and made. As you wish. People have been talking of a Windurstian ambassador come to Al-Zabi. But what does it matter? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. For what have you have what I asked for? Bring out the chest.
This for Gurfler?
Put it down and back away.
You forget Gurfler is stronger than Moblin.
Sheesh, you can't buy good help these days, greedy trolls. Now, the formalities are complete. I'll take the egg all nice and neat. Of course. Take it. But I warn you, the egg has become quite a handful. Rein their flesh, Kimaria 13.
It definitely has some Ganon vibes.
Ahem. Such a typical scene. These betrayals have become so routine.
Well, that's fine. I've got guides on the wiki that are most of the time accurate enough. Plus, currently I'm out-leveled, like, everything. Let's see, Kupipi, Omia, Koashim, and Korumaru. That should be a good amount of trusts. Draw the sword. This thing should go down pretty quickly. Come on. There we go. Alright, Gasho is a tank, so he should hold the aggro. There we go. And the ground strike should nearly kill him. And there we go.
Lady Kabaraba. I've sealed the door as you've requested. That should hold these trolls for a while. What about that moblin?
And there goes the controller, slowly disconnecting as it weirdly does. This time after 2 hours and almost 3 hours. Sometimes it's after multiple hours, sometimes it's after like 30 minutes. These Xbox controllers don't work well with Linux, it would seem.
Never mind, my good king. Just leave him be. Why, his betrayal hasn't made me the least bit angry. And the egg? Now that we have this Kumimara ring, the egg no longer counts for anything. Oh, the Rannister will discover its secrets without fail, and Windhurst will have the Empire caught by the tail. That idiot prince will be furious, I'll wager. I do so love when my victories are major. But the chest full of gil... Who said anything about putting gil in the chest? I'm not gonna help feather that moblin's nest. Then what was in the... Shh. 3, 2, 1.
A bomb. She just straight up killed him.
Aren't bomb-arms fun? No. Ragnios, our work here is done. The king and I shall return to town. Be sure to relay our fine performance to that cat in the crown. President Naja. That mercenary. He looks mighty familiar.
Uh, I don't think we're gonna make it through the next cutscene in time, given how long they've ended up being. Which means we'll have basically a full day to wait between this and the last cutscene we're doing for today. That's disappointing. Da 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 da. Yeah, we're not even gonna. We're barely gonna get this cutscene started before it turns over to the next in-game day. Oh, ho, 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 ho. You've nothing left to prove. It's time for me to make my move. Thank you, Ambassador. I greatly appreciate the stance as a woman of action. I've never seen anyone enjoy chatting with President Naja so much before. Oh, I feel a chill down my spine. How absolutely wonderful. A branch office in the Middlelands. And with Star Sybil's approval. Oh, don't give me all the credit. Rachnios's performance in the execution chamber convinced me of your company's merit. And with the mercenaries such as these wandering our street, our lackluster Mithra soldiers will stop dragging their feet. Though he's nothing more than a wall to prevent me from taking any damage at all. Of course, of course. And you know, this mercenary is merely the tip of the iceberg for the talent we have here at Salahim Sentinels. Oh, what is your proposal? How will you run this venture with the resources at your disposal? Well, we'll have to start off choosing a location, designing our offices, hiring staff. President? Ordering weapons, training the troops, negotiating with the Federation Army. President Naja. What? Can't a girl... I can't get the R to roll then, that word. A girl. There we go. A girl to plan in peace. That's a lot of work. I wonder if Ibwam would be able to handle everything over there by himself. You're right. You seem to have encountered a snag. I do hate it when things like this start to drag. Aquiba! Yes, ma'am. How many people do you have working here? Tell me their registration numbers, would you, my dear? That information is confidential, you see. Quickly now? Surely you don't intend to make an ambassador scrape and bow? Oh, dear, my poor heart. Please remember, this is top secret. Oh, so many!
What is the number of my shield, pray tell me?
Oh, that would be...
Such an easy number to recall. I have no more reason to stall. Using the employee registration numbers, I will attempt to divine who is it, and who is exempt. Huh? A divination. That's correct. It's an ancient Windurstian art that results that are near perfect. This song will choose the person you need with amazing accuracy and surprising speed. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Cast the spell and you will know. And there it is. The registration of who will become your business whiz. And who is it, Ambassador? Who is this lucky mercenary? No. The suspense is killing me. Oh? Oh, that number belongs to... Rachnios! I knew it. I should have guessed. Are you sure this mercenary can handle such a huge responsibility? Oh, I'm sure he'll be fine. The mercenary you refer to as your shield is our #1 ace. Even the Empress has had granted him an audience. Oh. An Empress higher rank than a king. And you say this mercenary is an ace. This cannot be. An audience with the Empress. How impressive. If you relate that story, you'll find me quite attentive. Hoofdling. Where has she gone? What could she be doing? Who can I turn to? Who do I trust? What do we do? Hoofdling. Tell me. Yes, once everyone heard the story, the applications have just been rolling in.
And President Naja made sure everyone heard the story.
And that's all thanks to Rachnios here. So you see, sending him off to a foreign land would be like losing an arm. It would break my heart to see Rachnios go. But if he was willing to expand the company and build a new office in Windhurst. Oh, I understand the point of your speech. Who would have guessed that the Empress was within Rachnios' reach? Huh? Well, yes, I too was rather impressed. Rachnios' value is beyond calculation. Yes? Huh? Oh, I could never wish to damage your solid foundation. We must rethink this offer of an office in our land. What? Why didn't you disarm it yourself out of hand? Dismiss it yourself out of hand? Losing Rachnios would be like the loss of a limb. I could never deprive you of that on a whim. No, I was just being... I have your refusal stored in my memory banks. Just hold on there. Such a shame. I envisioned your company protecting our nation. Salim Sentinels would have been our salvation. But I would never dream of ruining your bond. That couldn't be fixed with just waving a wand. Lady Kadababa, your compassion knows no bounds. Ambassador, you don't mean to tell me that our deal is off? We must shift our planning back to square one. Now we really must go. Our business is done.
Just a damn minute.
We have a banquet to attend. No time for further delay. The Grand Vizier is not a man I wish to dismay. Yes, arriving late would be a terrible insult. So very true. Once again, my good people, I bid you adieu.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Aquaba!
Yes, ma'am. Get me a bag of Sim Sim. Throw 'em along this line without a break. Yes, ma'am.
Well, well, well. If it ain't Private Second-Class Rachnios. Looks like you done a fine job of guiding and guarding. You heard the ambassador singing your praises, didn't ya? You must be thrilled. I suppose you're expecting some sort of gushing compliments from your president, huh? Well, that ain't gonna happen. Can't even stand to look at your smug face right now. Get out of my office and out of my sight. I'll tenderize your hide and have mercenary steaks for dinner.
Well. So we have another 20 hours in game, give or take. We've got 20 hours in game and not a lot to do. Fortunately, I do have something we can do while we wait. It is... Feyin. Some things we can do while we're waiting for time to pass. I picked up some records of... some ROE, some records of eminence that we should probably take care of. Let's see who's a good set of characters.
Can we pull out... as much of a physical party as possible. Walk by the drones and start killing these undead over here. I don't think that counted. No, that did count. Just kill them with physical damage. I was gonna say, I think everyone counts as physical damage dealers. Lion the monk slash thief. I think thief slash. Okay, those did in fact count. There's just not a monthly bonus going on for limiting capacity points. Actually, might be one going on for capacity points. It's hard to tell. I think 500's a little generous. Well, we're stuck here for another 30 seconds. The one downside for not bringing a healer is you can get slept. There we go. One of those just clicked over, and I'm not sure which one. Because it did just drop like 5,000 points.
magic pots. Right, there's only 7 of them in this room. Of course, still no Matsui P. Not Matsui P. Uran. We can always hope for Uran at some point. Someone keeps attacking these things and killing these things with things that aren't physical attacks. I wonder who that could be. Because that should have been 9 instead of we're at 7. That one also didn't count. Still curious. Still curiouser and curiouser. Well, we're up to half off on them, so...
That one also did not count. Weird. I swear we didn't do anything more than auto attacks on that one. Weird. Wonder if it's Semi who's the problem. Because Rangers are a weird class. A weird job. They really, really are. We're running a little full on MP, on inventory. Oh, good, another job point. Okay, the pot shards, in fact, do stack. That's good to see. No one needed to see how long I've been playing this game for. Whoops. Accidentally. Oh, blindness. I am, in fact, wondering. If I do all the damage to them, then it should just be me who kills them. This should consistently let me get physical kills on them.
And it it does not seem to be that much slower than otherwise. Kupo Friend and Sakura are quite literally just buff sticks. Though Joachim has been known to attack, he's very, very rare for him to do so. Yeah, everyone else exists for the speed buffs. Except for our good friend Kodomaru. Well, technically he functions more as a cleanser than anything else. He does provide a lot of buffs. Just different buffs than the others. Wrong direction, wrong door. On to this other door, because I need to kill the Arcanas again. Making sure we have all of our necessary items on us, which we do. Another merit point. We only have 2 more of these to kill anyway. I'm still gonna be done before the end of the day. Come on, game. And here I was hoping that this little bit of a weird grind was going to be perfect timing. No, it's never perfect timing. Never perfect timing. Still has not shown up. Oh, Kodomaru does cast Dia. Oh, that could be annoying. Although the chances of that killing the Wakufs are
Not that high? One more after this. One more undead. So many useless items. We're quite literally almost full of useless items. That counted. Still no Uranaran. Still no Uranaran. Oh well. We don't need any Luma cloths. We don't need cotton cloths. Mercury, revival roots, potsherds. Definitely don't need the seasoning stones. And then the satchel, we needed the carbonites. The carbites and light geodes. Do I have any light geodes? I don't think I do. Is that the first time I've gotten a light geode? So it would seem. How interesting.
as well check my garden. Right, we need to be Corsair to use the dice we picked up earlier. Main job to Corsair. There you are. The Rajas ring. Do 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 do. And now we have another 8 in-game hours. Where did I store all those photos I had? I put them in the Mog safe, didn't I? Yes, there they are. So we can't even do that Record of Eminence. Besides, I don't think it gives that much experience anyway. Yeah, only 1100. If we can ever get, you know, Urina Ran back, we're gonna be so rolling in things. $19 points. I need 45 in order to put more in. Ba-da-dun. Points and points in resolution would not go amiss. That would give me resolution as a weapon skill, I think. That's what, 2 job points? It's almost nothing worth putting any points into. Yeah, we'll dump some points into resolution and see what that does, because that might actually increase our overall damage output. Which would be brilliant, if that's how that actually works. Oh, that was not at all what I wanted to do. Oh. Have I not done that particular? Must have not done that particular job quest. Okay, so we need to talk to a Nomad Moogle. Oh, this Nomad Moogle. I mean, I think we could all do with a good nap. Now we should have access to the weapon skills. That did eat up all the points we had. We had exactly 50. I swore we had more 50. We did have more than 15. We had 19. Now we have 4. There we go. Oh, I actually have several of them we could use. We could put into... Granted, it's only 3 of them we could do at maximum period. Only need 20 points in order to invest period. Well... Willikers. 2 more until I get the next capacity bonus. And then another 40 that matters. $2,100. $2,100.
I'm just looking at weapon upgrades. Potential ones that aren't, reliant on too awful many things, and a lot of it's not looking very pretty. Not looking very pretty at all. Yeah, because that's the prime weapon. We don't worry about that. And everything else that's of approximate strength is a superior weapon, which we cannot equip. Of course not. Why would we otherwise? Almost there, though. Time is almost passed. Almost there. "30 seconds, and then we can head back." Ah, there are cutlasses in the game. Didn't realize that. There we go. To the White Gate one last time. For one other cutscene that could be, and hopefully isn't, very long. There we go. After midnight. Alright, Naja. You've had plenty of time to get over the issues. Or so I think. Yeah. Yeah. A sweet deal always has a sting. How could I, of all people, have forgotten that? That pompous, money-grubbing ambassador. Speaking of money... Abkuda... Yes, ma'am. She finally remembered I existed. Did you receive payment from that arrogant ambassador for Ragnios' services? No, I didn't. Oh no, maybe being forgotten was healthier. Unbelievable. I could have been so sucked I forgot to collect a fee. If I don't do something about this, I'll never live it down. Alright. Arachnios! That Dodo who was so impressed with your skills is yet to pay a single gil in remuneration. So, you're gonna trot over to her and pick up that reward. If you manage to appropriate the money, I'll let you keep every single coin. Just one thing. If you fail, that'll mean death for our professional image. Look how rough it you got. Don't come back without that cash. Abquiba, you know what to do. Yes, ma'am. According to Gasol, the ambassador has finished business with the Grand Vizier and is preparing to return to her homeland. Which means you better hurry. The occasion of an ambassador plenipotentiary's departure should be marked with pomp and circumstance. And yet not a single person has bothered to make an appearance. That is not true, Lady Karababa. My sensors detect many spectators hiding in the shadows. What a charming send-off indeed. Well, I'm not going to plead. Your magical tantrum at the banquet last night may have scared off well-wishers. Oh, yet they refuse to allow me to see the Empress. You can't blame a girl for releasing a little stress. What kind of person is the Empress? I've had no contact with her yet. It doesn't matter. We were able to meet that other girl and hear her chatter. Oh, the one with the malfunctioning friends. If they're unable to penetrate my disguise, the automaton technology has hit lows rather than highs. Hehehe. You are unforgiving, Lady Kadaraba. Your shield has returned to your side. Oh, isn't this exciting? This nation is on the brink of evolving and changing. No matter if they wish it or not. That girl and Arachnios will eventually upset the pot. Oh yes, you must be feeling ignored. I've completely forgotten to give you your reward. King, give Arachnios his due. We mustn't neglect to say thank you. Yes, ma'am. You must understand. Your reward is not for guiding me about this foreign land. These are campaign funds to continue the task you've already been set. I trust you're not the type to suddenly forget. I'm sure you remember your duty, and I've not been swayed by some Near Eastern beauty. The main goal of my trip was to this distant shore was to set Ardortgan's secluded politics into uproar, and to gather the reins of control to some extent. Thanks to you, I've succeeded 100%. Ancient technology and mechanical puppets, and an unlawful organic weapon entrepreneur. I must say, it's been quite the tour. But any country's its fair share of underhanded dealings. I'm hardly overcome with fear and anxious feelings. Yes, that chimera soon fell to your mighty spells. And that is why I realize that the astral cadence is the threat that is nigh. How unfortunate you weren't able to obtain it last night. Pesky serpent generals. It's probably for the best. Who knows what effect that astral wind might have on the star tree and all the rest. Acnios, continue to build your reputation in the Empire, so that you might dig deeper for the information we require. And try to meet me again with the puppeteer and her toys. You might find you'll hear more than just banter and noise. Those young puppets have ties to the palace? Speak to Rotem Commodon if you need to when you need to contact me. It's easy to find thanks to his sheer stupidity. Oh! The mercenary is a spy, huh? He's craftier than he looks. Things are getting mighty interesting.
Dark Rider. It seems I'm not alone. And with that, our journey in Ardortgan comes to an end for the week. My throat is about done. Went through so many cough drops to make it even through to this point. So we'll see everybody Wednesday for Romancing Saga 2. Things will be fun as we continue to try and press forward in that game, trying to avoid hitting Final Emperor too early, because that is going to be possibly a bit annoying. So, we'll see you all Wednesday for Romancing Saga 2. And then also on Saturday for more Romancing Saga 2. No demo Friday, but that's because the 4th of July is Friday. So, we'll see everybody then.